Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk about the 9 steps that you can implement to double the revenue of your group training gym, whilst also building a business that can operate without you personally working 60 to 80 hours a week. This is especially applicable if your gym is stuck at the 150 to maybe 200k mark or below that, and you're struggling to get past that point. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 of these 9 steps that maybe you're missing, that if you implement them and implement them correctly, is going to help you actually push past that point, increase revenue, but also do that without you personally burning out. So number one is to install automation to immediately reduce your workload and improve the overall efficiency of the business. So the quickest way to get more done in less time with less effort is to essentially wrap your business in software. So I can pretty much guarantee, because I've been the same and I work with plenty of gym owners who do this, you're wasting time on things that are being done manually that could definitely be 100% automated using a piece of software. So you want to go through the entirety of the business, everything from front end sales all the way to conversions and dealing with cancellations and stuff like that, and think about what are the small repetitive manual tasks that we're doing on a day-to-day basis, and how could we automate those with a piece of software? Because whilst they might seem like minor things on their own, all of those things, those small 5-minute tasks that you're doing manually or your team are doing manually that could actually be automated, they tot up to be like quite a lot of wasted time over the course of the week. So this is the first thing. You want to get the business running as efficiently as possible, so that when you are scaling up and getting more members, more revenue, more sales, more clients and all of that kind of stuff, that you're not then scaling up the amount of like small repetitive manual tasks and really taking up your week with stuff that could be automated. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is to start running an offer that works for cold traffic. Okay, this is a big mistake that a lot of gym owners make, is they'll have like a free trial as their offer, and that can work well for warm audiences. So people who are maybe like referred by a friend, or people who already kind of have no like and trust built up with you. But it's really hard to scale a gym business and get a lot of new clients and a lot of new revenue by running an offer that doesn't work for cold traffic. So somebody needs to be able to see an ad from your gym today and then become a client either immediately or in the 2 to 3 days following that. And saying like join our gym and do our free 7-day trial is a really hard way to do that. It's not an attractive offer on the front end. Whereas something like join our challenge, our 6-week challenge, and lose 10 to 20 pounds of unwanted body fat in the next 6 weeks without doing miserable diets or boring cardio, guaranteed results, or double your money back. That has a lot more within that offer that appeals to a cold level of traffic. So people who don't necessarily know, like, and trust you that much yet, that's attractive enough for someone to want to take action and actually sign up. Okay, and if you want to scale quickly, especially using paid ads, then you need an offer that works for cold traffic. And then the other benefit for this is when you're selling an outcome and a result versus a free taster of the gym, you can charge a premium for that. So you can actually get paid to acquire clients rather than giving stuff away for free or potentially losing money in your marketing process. Okay, so number 3 is to install marketing systems that generate leads predictably. So just randomly posting on Instagram every single day, posting some stories and just hoping for the best is not a reliable marketing strategy. So you need systems and processes for getting clients through paid ads. That's going to be one of the biggest things that you can do to actually grow the business quickly, through email, through referrals, through content and outbound, and then through affiliates and partners as well. So there are lots of ways that you can actually generate leads. Just posting on Instagram and hoping for the best or hoping for word of mouth is not the way that you do it. Okay, you can get to a certain point by just doing that, but there will come a point where your growth organically through word of mouth and just through content alone will stall. You'll get to 50 or maybe even 100 members, and the amount of people that you get through word of mouth will match the amount of cancellations that you get every month, and it's hard to then systematically grow that and grow it predictably month after month. Whereas having systems for ads and emails and referrals and outbound and affiliates and partners, that can be done and can be scaled up and can help you grow quicker. Okay, so you need marketing systems that generate leads predictably month after month. You need to be able to go into each month knowing I know I'm going to be able to generate 50 leads, 100 leads, 200 leads, however many you need in that particular month, because you've got systems that allow you to do that rather than just like hit and hope strategies. Number 4 is to build sales and conversion processes that convert leads into clients and revenue. Okay, so getting leads is all well and good, but obviously you can't fill your bank account with leads. So that's why when you see Facebook ad agencies and guys that do just run ads for you and don't do anything else, they'll focus on the lead side of things. They'll be like, we got 100 leads, 50 quid, which is great, but how many of those leads actually went on to buy something? So you need proven ways to turn leads into clients and then to turn those clients into long-term members on the back end. And that doesn't just happen by accident. It's easy to turn word of mouth referrals into clients and to convert them into members. It's harder to do that at scale when you're running lead generation systems to cold traffic. So you need to be able to convert leads into clients and have a proven sales process for that. And then to convert trialists or people who've completed a 6-week challenge into members and have a repeatable process for that as well. And it needs to be something that isn't just reliant on you or one specific salesperson who's an absolute killer when it comes to sales. You don't want to be reliant on like an absolute A-player salesperson for the business to grow. You need processes that virtually anybody on the team could implement and will pretty predictably, like I say, turn leads into clients and clients into members. Okay. Number 5 is to track your numbers religiously. So you need to know your numbers inside out. This is something that, I've done badly in the past, that lots of gym owners do badly in the past. You start off as a coach, maybe you're not really looking at like metrics and tracking all of that kind of stuff. But if you don't, you are running the business blindfolded. Okay. There might be a case that like you don't like doing it because maybe you're scared of what you're going to see or you're not really going to like the numbers. But trust me, it's better to like find out today that your retention is really bad, or that member conversions are really low, or that revenue isn't where you think it should be, or lead generation isn't up to scratch, than to stumble across a major issue 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line when it's too late to fix it. Okay, so you need to be tracking your numbers on a weekly basis, tracking against the targets that you set week by week, but then also on a monthly and a quarterly basis, tracking against those targets as well. So making sure that you're hitting your small targets on a weekly basis, but you're hitting your bigger targets on a monthly and a quarterly basis as well. The next thing, and this is specific to group training gyms because that's the type of gym that I have, it's also the type of gym that we work with and help grow their businesses as well, which is stop doing one-on-one onboarding and switch to group intro sessions instead. Okay, one-on-one onboarding for a group training gym, in my mind, is a complete waste of time. Okay, so to kind of think about this, you want to ask the question, if you had to onboard 10 new clients, which would you rather do? Would you rather do 10 1-hour long onboarding sessions, so 10 hours of work in total, or would you rather do 1 hour long group session with 10 people in? Okay, so 1 hour of work where you're onboarding all 10 people. It's obviously going to be the latter because it's the same client inflow. There's still 10 people coming in, but it's 10 times less time and effort. Okay, 10 times less time and effort to onboard the same amount of people. So it's way more efficient for the business. And when you do it right, it's a really good experience for the new clients as well. All right, so number 7 is to maximize your business model so you can actually make more money. I've got another YouTube video on this that I will put in the description that runs through the exact way that we kind of do this and make sure that you can actually maximize your business model. But from my experience, from my own gym and from working with hundreds of other gyms, almost every single gym on the planet can increase their revenue by 50 to 300% without needing a bigger gym, without having to coach more hours, and without adding loads of crazy expenses. It just takes a few reasonably simple but intelligent changes, and then the balls will actually go away and implement those. Okay, so maximizing your business model is a massive one. Like, we have gyms that come to us that think, I need a second site or I need a bigger gym. I can't get past this revenue number, and we can make 2 or 3 small changes and double or triple the amount of money that gym can make without them moving to a bigger space, without them coaching more hours, without them adding, loads more payroll and stuff like that. It's just, like I say, some smart changes. And if you watch that other YouTube video that I'll link in the description, that will walk you through how to do that. Okay. And then Number 8 is install retention systems. So good retention doesn't just happen by accident. You need a couple of processes that happen every week. So these are for highlighting members who are at risk and then re-engaging those members before they inevitably, request to cancel. So you're looking for people who are not engaged right now and then re-engaging those, because low level of engagement, low level of attendance in the gym, that should be your alarm that someone's on the path towards cancellation. So it's how do we highlight those people and how do we re-engage them before that cancellation request comes back in. So you need weekly processes for that, but you also need a few seasonal processes that you use across the year at strategic times to increase engagement across the whole member base. Okay, so these are things that are going to, in quotes, lock people in at times of the year when you typically see a dip in retention. So we do this throughout the summer. We also do it around Christmas time or in the build up to Christmas, where we've typically in the past seen a dip in retention. You want processes in place that stop that from happening and maintain your retention at a similar rate to what you usually have in all the other months of the year. Okay. And then number 9 is to use leverage to keep buying back your time. So it's all well and good getting leads, keeping members, growing the business, making more money, servicing more people, changing more lives. But you also want to do that where it's not solely reliant on you as a business owner, because there's only so much you can do. There's only so many hours you can work. There's only so much effort you can put in, and you don't want to burn out, super quickly. So you need to use systems, you need to use processes, you need to use infrastructure and team members so your business can actually operate and grow without you needing to be there 24/7. So imagine being able to go on holiday 3 or 4 times a year and being able to completely switch off, no checking your phone, emails properly on out of office, 100% present with family, friends, whoever you're away with. All the while, the gym keeps operating, sales are made, cash is collected, clients get results, and you get to live your life as you want to. That can be done with the right level of leverage. So the right systems, the right processes, the right infrastructure, and the right team members. Okay, so they're the 9 steps that if you want to double your gym from 100 to maybe 200k a year up to double that without having to work 60 to 80 hours a week for the rest of time, they're the steps that you need to go through. And you might have some of these nailed already, but there's probably 3, 4, maybe 5 of those that you don't. Okay, so just a reminder of these. Number 1, install automation to immediately reduce workload and improve efficiency. Number 2, start running an offer that works for cold traffic. So something that people can see today, like I want to get signed up to that and become a client within 0 to 3 days. And then number 3, install marketing systems so you can generate leads predictably, so you're not waking up thinking, where's the next lead going to come from? Where's the next client going to come from? Everything is downstream from lead generation. If you can't get leads, it doesn't matter how awesome your service is or how great of a coach you are, the business is going to struggle. Okay, so you need to learn and have systems to generate leads predictably. Number 4, build sales and conversion process so you can convert those leads into clients and then into members and revenue on the back end. Track your numbers religiously is number 5, so you know where the business is at. You've got a finger on the pulse of how the business is performing. You can highlight issues, you can fix things as you go forwards. Number 6, stop doing one-on-one onboarding, switch to group intros instead. It's infinitely more efficient and it's a great experience when you do it correctly for the client. Number 7, maximize your business model so you can make more money. Don't do the default thing of thinking, I need a bigger site, I need to add loads more sessions to the timetable, I need a second gym. Think about how you can maximize what you've already got, because if you can maximize that, increase your revenue potential, how much money the gym can actually make, then you can generate more profit without needing, to even move or expand the gym at all. This happens, a lot. And as I said before, if you watch the YouTube video that's linked in the description, that will run you through that in a little bit more detail. And then number 8, install retention systems. So you've got weekly processes for keeping members engaged week after week, stopping them from disengaging and dropping off. And then you've got seasonal processes that work at times of the year when you typically see dips in retention. And then number 9, use leverage to keep buying back your time. So putting in systems, processes, and team so the business can operate without being solely reliant on you and you alone as the owner. Okay, so if you have a load of those things in place, awesome. If you don't, and there's lots to work on, then obviously you need to go away and implement those. If there's any of those things that you feel like you need help with, we have a program for for gym owners who run group training gyms to help them improve, grow, and scale their businesses. So we could help you implement all of that and grow pretty quickly. Okay, so the link to How that program works and how to schedule a call with myself or someone on the team is also in the description of this video.